Good morning, dear students, grade 11 in Al Mujtama Private School. How's everything with you? I hope everything is good with you. Let's start with the school vision first. To prepare creative, well-educated students who are able to establish civilized, aware, reserved society. Stick to the authentic morals and values in addition to using the modern technology. And our value for this week is devotion. Let's start our lesson. Give words start with the letters of the word waves. W, A, V, E, and S. Pause the video and present your own answers. Then come back to me. Let's start to present our first objective. To practice skimming and scanning reading passages by choosing the correct answers in exercise D after reading it on page number 44, the exercise in page number 45. Read the extract again and do the activities that follow. Pause the video, read the questions, go back to the extract, read it carefully, and answer the questions, then come back to me to check your answers. Dears, have you finished? Well, question number 1. Choose the option that best indicates the purpose of the text. The purpose of the text. Let me ask you a question first. What kind of text is this? Yes, exactly, it's a story, narrative. So what is the purpose of each narrative? To entertain the reader. Excellent, to entertain the reader with an account of a sea adventure. Good, great. Question 2. Read the following statements and tick the ones that apply to the text. The writer uses mainly present tenses? Of course not. He uses past tenses. The writer makes use of direct speech? Of course. Don't forget it's a technique, it's a narrative technique. It has a big effect on the reader and the story itself. It makes the reader get involved in the story, and it makes the story alive. C. The writer refers to events in order in which they occurred. Exactly, because each story must be in the chronological order. And the story tells a story using the third person? Of course not. It was the first person narration. The writer presents the information in an impersonal, factual way? No, it's this piece of writing that call for information or facts like that. The writer uses descriptive language. Also, descriptive language is a technique, a narrative technique, which is used in writing a story or narrative. Good. Exercise E. Read the sentences taken from the extract on the previous page. Choose the point from A to D that best describes how the tense in each sentence is being used. Number 1. I was born into a family of adventurers. My father, grandfather, and great-grandfather were all sea captains who devoted their lives to exploring distant places. Exactly, dear. Here, it's used, the past simple here is used to completed action in the past. Number 2. He always made jokes and had a story to tell. Always? Yes, exactly. Here the past is used for past habits or repeated actions in the past. 3. A few weeks later, We were sailing on the deep waters of the Pacific Ocean. Of course, it's used here to express temporary past state or action. 4. Jack, Peterkin, and I grabbed hold of an oar and dived into the water. It's used to express completed action that happened one after the other in the past. Good. Finally, exercise F. Find the adjectives the writer uses in the text to describe the nouns or situations below. Go back to paragraph 2 and tell me, how does the writer describe Rob's father? Great, strict, and stubborn. Good. 2. In the same paragraph, bring 2 adjectives. That means leaving his parents and home. He was sad, so he is describing here the feeling. He was sad and anxious. Good. The adventures that lay ahead. How can he describe the adventure that lay ahead in paragraph 2 also? Yeah, excited. He was excited. 4. His newfound independence. How did he feel? Proud. Excellent. How does the writer describe Jack in paragraph 3? Strong, young, well-educated, and fearless. Good, great. 6. Peterkin. How does the writer describe Peterkin? Optimistic, fun-loving, amusing, and 14-year-old. 7. How does the writer describe the beaches? Paragraph 4. Yeah, exactly. Stunning and white. And how does he describe the waves in paragraph 5? Huge and violent. Good. So it's time to thank you for your listening and your attention. Thank you and see you next lesson, inshallah.